being a role model is in every leadership course on the planet. I mean, we talk about being a role model, and you have to be a role model. But when it comes to leading a transformation, it actually takes on a slightly different meaning, and it's not quite so easy. It actually means you, as Gandhi said, you have to become the change you want to see in your organization. And that has actually surprised some leaders. One CEO we worked with had been working on a change. They had new values, they had new vision, they were trying to change the organization. They've been working 8 to 12 months on this. And he noticed several people key people weren't getting on board. And so he sent out some feelers, tried to get some information, find out why they weren't getting on board. And the message back was, we'll change when the CEO changes. Well, that was a pretty big, hit for him. He didn't, realize that he was the problem, never suspected he was the problem, but he was a product of that culture for 20 years, just like everybody else was. And he hadn't made the change to be what he was expecting other people to be. And so that took some reflection and some personal change on his part. One of the ways, and one of the practical ways they helped move everybody to a new role model, or the role model they wanted to see, was to create leadership scorecards, where they actually tracked where they spent their time with which stakeholders, and actually had sort of a peer review. They would put them on the doors of their offices, and they would see each other's scorecards, and at the meeting would call each other into account for what they had accomplished or not accomplished. So we always say you have to walk the talk, and that actions speak louder than words. But in this case, it truly is critical that the leader change and become that role model that they want to see in everybody else.